Alright, hello and welcome to a new video. Today I have gone very mad because I'm going to rank over 120 Simpsons characters. That is a lot of characters. This TV show has been going for over 30 series now, which is insane. It started before I was born and it's still going. So, let's see where everyone ranks in this list. We have 6 different categories. Right at the top is woo! That was kind of my impression of Homer, but it was awful. Then we've got good, average, bad, dull, which is really awful and shouldn't even be in the show. And then who? There are probably some characters in this list that I have no idea who they are, or I've forgotten about them, so they're gonna have to go in who. Right, first character on the chopping board is Agnes Skinner. Of course, the mother of Seymour Skinner. She's kind of mostly seen as an antagonist, mostly to Skinner, since most of her scenes are just berating her son. So I can't really put her any higher because she's a very unlikable character. So we have, is it Akira? I think that might be his name. I mean, how many episodes was he even in? I only really know 1 or 2. His most famous episode was 1 Fish, 2 Fish, Blowfish, where he almost poisons Homer with that blowfish. Probably gonna have to put in average just because I don't have many strong opinions. I don't dislike, and I don't hate, and I don't love. Who needs the Quickie Mart? I need the Quickie Mart.
Who needs the Quickie Mart?
Their floors are sticky mart.
They made that sicky mart. Let's hurl a bricky mart.
The Quickie Mart is real dope!
It's a poo, probably one of the most controversial characters in all of TV history, apparently. I heard recently they took him off the show and they put him back in. I have no idea if he's still in the show, but from the earlier seasons, he has to go right at the top in woohoo! Because he is one of the most well-written characters, has some great lines. I love all the scenes of him and Homer in the Quickie Mart. They are some of the best. I don't really like Artie Pie. I'm sorry, he's going in dull. He's the first one that I really just don't like. Quickly followed by Artie Ziff. Yep, also going in dull. Potentially probably the most hated character in the entire show. Oh, we've got sexy Barney here. Oh my god, nobody wants to see that, but I do love Barney. Oh, is he top tier though? I might switch things around, but for now, he's going in good. There was a bit of a story arc, kind of, I think it was around season 12, where he stopped drinking, then turned to coffee, but then turned him back into a drunk again, making it completely pointless. Like, I'm sorry, Simpsons writers, what was the point in that arc? No, we're not going to make Barney drink anymore. He's going to drink coffee. But no, we're just going to screw that. No, he's drunk again. So, the first member of the Simpsons family, and it's Bart. Dearie me. Run out of Bart license plates. Now, early seasons, everyone seemed to love Bart and became kind of the mascot and the main character for the show. But honestly, I never really saw it. I mean, it'd be very harsh to put him in average. So I'm going to put him good, but nowhere near the top tier at all. And I know some people probably put Bart right at the top, think he's the best character, but he's just a bit of a brat, really. Okay, this is Dr. Hibbert's wife, and I don't really know her name, so I'm going to have to put her in who? They have some good lines here and there. I'm going to put them in average. They're okay. They don't really appear very often, though. Bleeding Gums Murphy, one of the characters that was killed off very early in the show. He only made a few appearances, but they were very important and very memorable. I like him. He's going in good. He's a good saxophone player. Saxophone. Saxophone.
Saxophone. Saxophone.
Really? We're ranking a three-eyed fish. Blinky the three-eyed fish. It's a fish. It literally has no lines in the show. Who cares? Now then, this is actually my favourite character in the show. It's Sideshow Bob. every episode with Sideshow Bob is a good episode, and even the most modern ones, when Sideshow Bob turns up, it's always really good. The only reason to watch kind of modern Simpsons is some of the Treehouse of Horror episodes are good, and when they bring back Sideshow Bob. I'm not sure how much he's appeared very recently, because, I mean, I've rarely watched any of the new episodes of The Simpsons. I've watched up to maybe series 20 to 22, probably some from in the mid-20s somewhere, but very rarely. Occasionally I might dip in here and there, and whenever Sideshow Bob is on, I have to watch the episode. Is this Booberella? I'm not sure why I know that's Booberella, or why she's memorable. Basically, the joke is her name is Booberella. It's Brandine! What? How's it going, Brandine? Of course, married to Cletus, the sledge on your goal. She doesn't really appear too much. She does have some good scenes now and then. I mean, she has about 30 kids, so I don't quite know how they've all popped out of her, but she's average enough. Now then, a character I never really understood was Bumblebee Man. Basically, he's a slapstick bumblebee that speaks Spanish. That's about it. He appears quite a lot as well. Way too much for me, so I'm gonna have to put him in Doe. He also has the weakest segment in the 22 short films about Springfield, which is among my favourite episodes of all time. Excellent. No, I could do that better. Excellent. No, better. Excellent. No, that's worse. Anyway, it's Mr. Burns. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Mr. Burns right at the top. Probably equal with Sideshow Bob as my favourite characters. Again, just every episode Mr. Burns in, he steals the show. He has some of the best lines. Of course, famously, there was the episode Who Shot Mr. Burns, which again is one of my favourite episodes of all time. Carl Carlson, and you can't have Carl without Lenny. Where's Lenny? There's Lenny. What has Lenny got on his face there? Dearie me. Right, yes, I can't rank these separate, so they're going to have to go in the same area, which will be average. I do like a lot of their jokes. Of course, Carl is more of the straight man, or is he straight? It could be a secret couple. They do spend a lot of time together. Okay, so we're even ranking the crazy cat lady that throws cats. It's funny as like a one-off joke, but does get a bit weird after a while. But yeah, she's not in Doe, because for when she does appear, it can occasionally be pretty funny. Super Nintendo Chalmers. Of course, now people know him as the man in the steamed ham sketch, but he is more than that. He has some very good lines, mostly berating Skinner! Again, I'm very bad at impressions. Would I go so far as to say he's a good character?
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers. I'm learning.
Yes, I will say he's a good character. You know what? I'm going to put Bleeding Gums Murphy down to average. I've changed my mind halfway through the tier list. It's perfectly within the rules. It's my own video. I'm allowed to do what I want. I might even say boob. Yes, I've just said boob in my video. It's Cletus, the slack jawed your goal. It's pretty much a running gag that he's kind of a redneck. Probably offensive to modern audiences now. But I'd say he's average. You could go with your wife. There we go. I put him next to Brandine. You can't have Cletus without Brandine. Worst episode ever. It's the comic book guy. Ooh, where do I rank comic book guy? He's not very likable. Like, there's never really any episode where comic book guy is in where I go, oh good, comic book guy's on the screen. Okay, so I don't really know the name of this character. It's something like Judge Strict or Judge Bitch or something. I know she replaced the other judge, who again, yeah, here he is. I forgot the name of the other judge now. Judge Snyder. Is it Judge Snyder? Yeah. Let's judge both the judges together. I'm judging judges now. I mean, I don't really know her name. The only episode I know she's in is where, doesn't she make two people handcuff each other? Like, is it Homer and Bart have to be handcuffed to each other? I think that's the episode, but I don't really know much about her. Judge Snyder, average. Got no real strong opinions on him. He's a good enough character to go an average. Cookie Kwan. Again, was she in more than one episode? Just dull. Who cares about Cookie Kwan? There's no one out there going, oh yes, Cookie Kwan. That's my favourite Simpsons character. No. Dull. Talking about terrible characters, is it Data? Just dull. Who cares? No one cares about him either. Disco Stu likes disco music. He's basically a one-off joke which seemed to keep on reoccurring for some reason. But unlike Bumblebee Man, I do actually like Disco Stu. It's just, for me, it's just really bizarre that there's just a disco man that's just obsessed with disco. It's just funny to me. It just tickles me. Now then, the first of the bullies. I don't really like bullies, and I feel like Dolph is the weakest of the bullies. He doesn't really have any spotlight episodes, unlike Nelson and Jimbo. So honestly, the show would be no different without him. But basically, that is what this row means. If any of these characters were not in the show, would anyone really notice or care? Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick, then. I mean, he's kind of a character that does come in randomly and can steal the show. But he does get a little bit tiresome after a while. Is he interesting enough to be up in good? You know what? Yes, I'm going to put him in good. He has some of the best lines in the show and has one of the most famous catchphrases. We're ranking Mike Tyson? I mean, okay, he's a pretty horrible person. Though, like, he's not really a Simpsons character. That's basically saying every celebrity guest is a Simpsons character. I mean, maybe Mike Tyson appeared more than once, I don't really remember. But one problem with modern episodes is, oh, we've got a celebrity guest, and they play themselves. And that's the entire joke, let's just make references to them being famous. Oh, we've got Lady Gaga, let's make her do silly things because she's Lady Gaga. No, Modern Simpsons, no. Modern Simpsons writers, if you're watching this, stop with the stupid celebrity cameos and celebrity appearances. Make them play an original character. That's what we want. We don't want Lady Gaga playing Lady Gaga. Duffman! Ooh yeah! Duffman! I mean, Duffman goes in bed! Oh no! Oh god, what's the name of this police officer? It's Lou and Andy, isn't it? So this is Andy? Is his name Andy? People are probably correcting me if that's wrong. I don't think he's important at all. Lou has a few kind of minor spotlight episodes. Lou's just kind of just there, so I wouldn't miss him. Dull. Fat Tony then. Of course, along with Sideshow Bob, one of the most famous reoccurring guest characters, has to go right at the top in woohoo! Every episode he is in, he does steal the show, just like Sideshow Bob. And he appears maybe once a series, once every 2 series. Not sure about modern series. Professor Frink. Ooh, this is a tough one. I'll probably put Professor Frink in average. And now we have Ugly Unibrow Baby. Literally don't know their name, so I'm gonna have to put them in who. Were they important to the show? I have no idea. I know they were kind of a rival to Maggie, but I mean, it's Unibrow Baby. Nobody cares. I don't really like Old Gil. It's kind of the reoccurring joke is he has a lot of bad luck. He kind of replaced Lionel Hutz, and he's not really a good replacement for Lionel Hutz. Phil Hartman just made the show amazing with that character, and Old Gil just, it's like a fart in a box. Nobody wants it. We're ranking God? Where do I rank God? Yeah, God's pretty good. I mean, or is he bad? Is he an evil God? Nah, I've put God in average, yes. Who would have thought today I'd be saying, yeah, God, pretty average. Ooh, where do I put Abe? I do really like Abe. One of my favourite episodes is the Hellfish episode. Is it good enough though to put him in the top? I reckon he'd go in good. Hank Scorpio only appeared in 1 episode. But again, one of my favourite episodes. But I mean, he only appeared once, so I can't really put him that high. He's not a bad character though, but he goes an average. If he appeared more times, he would probably be higher. Oh, we have poor Moleman. Now, of course, every time Moleman appears on the screen, he pretty much dies. He's not a great character, he's not bad, he's average again. Helen Lovejoy. I really do not like Helen Lovejoy. Won't somebody please think of the children?
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Won't somebody please write her off the show? She's got no redeeming quality, she's a busybody, she's a gossip. Just, bleh. Oh, this is Homer's stepbrother. Oh, what's his name? It's not gonna come to me. My mind's gone blank. There's just nothing happening up there. It's just nonsense. There's little cogs going, but nothing's coming out. Right, so even though I don't remember his name, he's an average character. Herman. Now, Herman appeared a lot in early series, then kind of disappeared. Of course, owns Herman's Antiques. He's not really a good character. I've never really liked him very much, but he's not awful. So I'm gonna put him in bad. No, that's more like Jimmy Carr. But yes, Dr. Hibbert. Of course, the laughing doctor. I do like Dr. Hibbert, and he's a very jolly and happy man. I will put him in good. He's a nice man. I do like a lot of his little jokes. It's always fun to see him have a little chuckle. Now then, another member of the Simpsons family, it's Homer Simpson. This is going to be very controversial, but Homer is not going in the top. He's going in good. Now, let me explain myself. Early series Homer, top tier. But there was a point in the show where they just made Homer just a complete jerk. He strangles Bart all the time. That was okay. But he just turned into a really unlikable jerk, and I don't really see why Marge would stick with him after like series 11 or 12, because he was written so badly. Like, they made him so stupid. They made him like Peter Griffin stupid. I mean, originally he was a bit stupid but believable. Then eventually they were like, oh, let's just make him as completely ridiculous as possible. Just a complete arsehole to everyone else in the show, as much as Peter Griffin. Right, this is Lisa's This is Lisa's teacher. Yes, that's the word I was going for. Lisa's teacher, Miss Hoover. I'm not sure if it was ever revealed what her first name is, but she's pretty unlikable and very forgettable, and honestly, if they replaced her with another teacher, I would not even care. So she's gonna have to go in dough. Oh, this show has so many characters. So now we have famous cartoon characters within a cartoon show. That's right, we're getting very meta now. We've got Itchy and Bitchy. Ooh, where do I place them? I'm gonna put them in average. Some of the segments are really good, but then some of the time you just want to get on with the plot of the episode, and you got an Itchy and Scratchy segment, which is just them being violent, which it's fine, but it's just kind of like mindless violence, and it's not that entertaining, and you want to see more of the plot of the show, so I can only put them in average. Right, Marge's mum. She really does not appear very much, and I think she's dead anyway now, so she's gonna have to go in dull. Is she dead? Did they kill her off? I don't know. Spoiler alert, this video is gonna have some spoilers. I think they killed her very early on, but it just wasn't ever mentioned, but she was just completely written out of the show, and just presume that she just died at some point, I guess. It's Janie? Janie. That's one of Lisa's friends. She's not very likable, so I'm gonna have to put her in bad. She's not terrible enough to go in dough, because Lisa at least needs one friend.
Ranking Jasper and Doe, that's a paddling.
Yes, we've got Jasper. I'm happy to put him in average. I know Bart had a crush on her. I think she only appeared in one episode, so I'm probably gonna have to put her in who, but if I remembered her name, she's gonna go in dough. Jimbo, the second of the bullies. Wait, did I say trio of bullies? I forgot about Kearney earlier. Yeah, we've got let's rank them together. Jimbo and Kearney. Wait, who the hell are you? Who's this guy? I'm just going to have to put you in who because I have no idea who that is. It kind of looks like a celebrity guest, but off the top of my head, no idea. Back to Jimbo and Kearney meanwhile. I feel like Jimbo can go in bad, and I like Kearney a little bit more, so I'm going to put Kearney in average. Kang and Kodos pretty much appear in every Treehouse of Horror episode, and don't blame me, I voted for Kodos. Ooh, I do like the Treehouse of Horror episodes. Yeah, they're getting good. Treehouse of Horror are some of the best episodes of The Simpsons, and again, like I mentioned earlier, it's one of the main reasons to still watch modern episodes, because Treehouse of Horror is still really good. Breaking news, Ken Brockman goes in average. Right, Milhouse's dad, Kirk Van Houten, one of the most miserable characters in the show, one of the most unluckiest as well. I mean, in this scene where he's got this picture, that is a really funny scene where it's like, I live in a sports car, do you? And Homer just goes, I live in a big bed with my wife. Just completely destroys Kirk there. Poor man. So that's enough to put him up to average. Edna Krabappel, of course played by the late Marcia Wallace. Really sad that she passed away, and that just shows how long the show has been going. A lot of the voice actors now are in their kind of 60s and in their 70s. I mean, I recently heard Marge's voice actor recently, and she sounds like she should have retired really, which is why the show really should end before they all get far too old. Krabappel is a really good character. Is she good enough to be right at the top? I reckon so, yeah, I'm gonna put Krabappel right at the top. She has a very good dynamic with Bart, where it's kind of like a love-hate relationship where one needs each other really. And now we have the unfunniest man in the world. And no, it's not me before you say that. It's Krusty the Clown. Krusty, you're going in good. Definitely has been good. Now then, the music teacher, is it Dewey? Louis? Dewey. I think it's Dewey. I mean, does he appear very much? Is he important? No. Dull. Let's do some quick fire, because there's quite a lot of unimportant characters coming up. One of Bart's crushes, don't even remember her name. Bad. Blue-haired lawyer, he's a lawyer, no one likes lawyers. Dull. One of the gangsters, don't really remember his name. Who? One of Bart's friends, don't even know his name. Is it Lewis? I don't know, it might be Lewis. Blonde-haired lawyer, no one likes lawyers. Dull. I think she's a lawyer. Lionel Hutz. Everyone loves lawyers. Woohoo. Lionel Hutz is one of the best characters in the show. Just every scene he's in, he steals it. I might change my mind on my favourite character. It's kind of at the moment a three-way split between Mr. Burns, Sideshow Bob, and now Lionel Hutz. Really sad, of course, Phil Hartman passed away way before his time. So I am glad they did retire the character though. Of course, along with his other character. There he is. Yes, of course, Troy McClure. Here he is playing in the Planet of the Apes musical. I don't like Troy McClure as much as Lionel Hutz. I'm going to have to put him in average. You may have seen him in such tier lists as ranking all these Simpsons characters, and there's a lot of them. This is going to be a very long episode. Now then, Lisa Simpson. This is going to be very similar to Homer in that very early Lisa was a very good character. Maybe a bit too bratty and kind of like a female Bart, but then they went a bit too much the other way where she's now a feminist, she's now a vegetarian, she's now a Buddhist for no reason. Even though realistically, Lisa should be an atheist. But no, she still has to have a religion, so let's make her Buddhist for no particular reason. Late Lisa, not as good. She's going to have to go in good still though. Because, I mean, early Lisa would be in woohoo, but yeah, they just went a bit too far with her. They just made her pretty unlikable. She's just a bit moany. And just like me, I'm moaning right now. Moaning Lisa. Oh god, it's another one of the gangsters. I can't remember his name. Go with the other gangster. It's been a while since I've actually watched The Simpsons. I really need to know some of these characters' names. Right, here we go. This is a character I know. Lou, out of Lou and Andy. Holding his gun like a gangster. Is he that important? Not really, but I'm happy to put him in average. It's kind of like he's the most competent of the three policemen in Springfield out of Lou, Andy, and of course Chief Piggum. Lou Ann Van Houten. She's quite unlikable. And I've noticed a trend with The Simpsons is they have quite a few unlikable female characters. But they've got Helen Lovejoy, they've got Lou Ann Van Houten, and they've got this blonde-haired lawyer that I don't like. I don't really like Miss Hoover. I don't even like Agnes Skinner. There's just got a lot of really badly written female characters where their traits are just, they're not very likable, and that's about it. We've got Italian stereotype. Dumb. Like, who actually cares about Italian pizza man? Whoever his name is, I've forgotten his name. He probably should go in Who, but it's just, there's no point in him being on the show. Lunch Lady Doris is, I'll be happy for her to go in average. Lurleen Lumpkin, she's pretty unlikable. She pretty much tries to steal Homer away from Marge, and nobody steals Homie, so you're going in dull, Lurleen. Maggie! Where do I rank Maggie? I mean, it's a baby and doesn't really talk. But I don't really dislike Maggie, so Maggie can go in average. Manjula, of course, Apu's wife. I'm not sure if she appears too much outside of the wedding episode. It's quite a famous episode though. I know there's at one point where Apu cheats on her. Should I put Apu down lower because Apu cheated? I might do, actually, yes. Apu, cheat on your wife, you're now going down to good. It's never acceptable to cheat on your wife, so you're going down to good. Oh my god, I love this Marge pose. Just for that pose, I'm putting her up pretty high. But not that high. She's only average, unfortunately. Out of the Simpsons characters, pretty much her only character trait is she goes,
Oh, Homer, I'm really upset at you.
and that's about it, really. That's basically Marge's episodes. Martin Prince. Who likes Martin Prince? Nobody. What was your name? What was your name? What was your name? What was his name? I don't know what his name was. Of course, famously with this character, they ran him off the show because it was quite painful for the voice actor to play him, since he kind of like had a very like gruff voice, like that's definitely the worst impression I've done in this episode. Maud Flanders, another of the characters that has passed away. She's bad. She's bad to the bone. Well, she's not that bad. She's very saintly and lovely, of course, a Christian. But, I mean, she's not that important. I remember, I think they killed her off because there was a dispute with her voice actor. So rather than writing her off the show, they just thought, you know what, let's just kill her. And then the voice actor came back and was like, oh, we've killed Maud, so she can appear now as a ghost. No one likes Ghost Maud. Everything's coming up Milhouse, but how high will Milhouse go up in the ranking? I'm happy to put Milhouse in good. He has plenty of good moments. Of course, he did also play Fall Out Boy in the Radioactive Man movie. And of course, there is now a band called Fall Out Boy, who I don't really like. That's right, I'm saying it now. Fall Out Boy make terrible music. The early stuff like, and sugar we're going down, blah, 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 that was okay. But that modern stuff, just throw it in the bin. Sorry if you like Fall Out Boy, but that's shit. Oh, look at that happy face from Mo. Oh, where'd I put Mo? Mo is going in good. I do love a bit of Mo action. Homer's mother then. Ooh, I think she did also pass away in the show. Spoiler alert if you've not got to that episode, but it probably came out about 15 years ago. Probably one of the saddest moments is where you got Homer sitting on his car looking up at the stars as he has to let go of his mother again. Honestly, that ending made me cry. And yeah, just episodes she's in are very good. Krusty's monkey? Who cares? Who cares about Mr. Teeny? Nelson's mum? No one gives a crap. Yeah, they're kind of scraping the barrel of some of these characters now. Ned Flanders, though, that's not scraping the barrel. Ned Flanders, you are going straight into the top with Woohoo. Stupid, sexy Flanders. We've got Nelson. Nelson, going good, young man. He's a very good character. Free computer nerds? Nobody cares. Dull. We've got the man that pulls his pants down and does the old man dance. Oh, Grandma, she ain't what she used to be. Hey, what she used to be. Really? He's a character in the show? Is he that important? I mean, I don't have any hate about him. He can go in bad just because there's quite a lot in dough, but I really don't care. Otto Man. Ooh, where'd I put Otto? This is quite difficult, but I'm gonna put him in average. Patty. I think this is Patty. The way to tell the difference is that earring. She has green P's on her earrings, whereas Selma has orange S's. Plus Patty has an afro, whereas Selma has a parting in the middle. Patty, of course, came out as a lesbian later in the show, but she's pretty unlikable. She can go in bad, and there's not really too much to distinguish between Patty and Selma, so I'm gonna put Selma in bad as well. Poochie? We're really gonna rank Poochie. I'm pretty sure he only appeared in one episode, the Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie show. It was a decent enough episode, a decent enough character, so I'm gonna put him in bad. It's me, Quimby. That's another terrible impression. I'm so bad at impressions. It's so bad, Mayor Quimby should go in bad. But he's actually average. Alright, Krusty's dad. Who actually cares? Put him in dough. Ralph Wiggum. Ralph Wiggum is a guilty pleasure, has to be said. He's not good enough to go in woohoo, because basically his joke is he's a very stupid child that will stick things up his nose or eat paste.
Ralph, are you eating your paste?
No, Miss Hoover.
But he is a very good character. He does make me laugh. I don't even know who you are. You're one of Bart's friends. You can go with the other Bart's friend that I don't know. I don't really know who Bart's friends are apart from Milhouse. Is this Todd or is this Rod? Let's rank Rod and Todd together. Just because there's no, just like Patty and Selma, there's not really much to distinguish between Rod and Todd apart from they're very sheltered in a Christian family. I mean, they're children. Nobody likes children, so they're going in bad. Ruth Powers. Ruth Powers, a single mum, so that's pretty admirable, so she's going to go in average. Apu's brother? I don't really know who his name is. Did he appear in many episodes? I know he's in the 22 short films about Springfield where he goes to the party with Apu, but I don't really remember his name. I don't really know who he is, really. Santa's little helper. Of course, the family pet. Doesn't really talk like most animals, but it's not bad. He's a dog. He's a good boy. Where do I rank Snowball, though? There was one episode which really annoyed me about Snowball, where basically Snowball died, so they replaced him with another Snowball, then that Snowball died, then another one died, then another one died, then another one died. Then at the end of the episode, Lisa goes, I'm going to name you Snowball 2. Just have some continuity where it just continues from the next episode. Just stop reconning everything. It's the same as Principal Skinner, which I will rank next. Snowball, just because of that one plot inconsistency and annoyance, I'm gonna put Snowball in bad. So then we now come to Skinner. As mentioned with Snowball, he has one of the most annoying episodes and retcons where the episode was just completely pointless. They basically come up with something where they say, oh yeah, Skinner is not actually Skinner, but his name is Armand Tamzarian. But at the end of the episode, they just go, oh yeah, but we don't actually like the actual Skinner, so we're just going to send him off on a train and then just call Armand Tamzarian Principal Skinner and just pretend that it didn't happen. What was the point in that episode? What was the actual point? But apart from that, Principal Skinner is a very good character, so I'm going to put him in good. Wiggum's wife? No idea what her name is. She can go in who? Kind of looks like Captain Birdseye. He's not really a great character. He can go in bad. God, I don't even know who this even is. They're probably in a modern episode. No idea. Who? Sherry and Terry. They're pretty unlikable. And I'm going to put them in dough. Crack that whip. Licorice Whip, it's Smithers. Of course, has a crush on Mr. Burns, is one of the few homosexual characters in the show. Got nothing against Smithers, he can go in average.
Oh, like, dude, it's totally awesome. It's Snake. Of course, always holding up the Quickie Mart. I'm not sure how long I can do this
No, that's it. It's gone. The impression has gone. I can stop annoying you now. I do like Snake. Snake can go in good. Squeaky voice teen? Who cares about squeaky voice teen? Bad. Rich Texan? Bad. Don't even know who you are. Who? Reverend Lovejoy? Pretty unlikable. Bad. I'm going through them quite quick now. We've got Uta in his pants. Of course, a German exchange student, where basically his jokes were, he's a fat child. Don't even care. Is he still even in the show? Probably not. Ah, this is Wendell. At least I know one of Bart's friends' name. Basically, the joke is he throws up all the time. I wouldn't miss him if he wasn't in the show. Oh, Chief Wiggum. I do like a bit of Chief Wiggum. Oh, let's put him in good. God, I've ranked so many characters. Right. Groundskeeper Willie. Of course, the groundskeeper at the elementary school with a Scottish accent. I would do a Scottish accent, but I'm absolutely terrible at them. Groundskeeper Willie, he's very silly. He goes in Woohoo, one of my favourite characters of all time. Store clerk, because his name's Surly or something like that? Average, why not? You can go in average. He has some funny jokes here and there, but he doesn't appear very much. McBain, never really understood McBain, not important enough, dull. Yes! It's random annoying store clerk who keeps going, yes! Probably the most annoying character in the entire show, so he's going in do. So there we go then. I have ranked over 120 Simpsons characters. And now I need to lie down. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you agree or disagree with. Let me know your favourite Simpsons characters and your least favourite Simpsons characters. But for now, take care and leave me alone.